Woo, day 17, and it's the first day where I'm so exhausted. I got up at about 7 this morning, went to work, came home at about 9 after a long day at work, someone threatening to sue the company, and all sorts of fun things. And then Spanish class, which was actually a lot of fun. Spanish class is always a lot of fun, but I was just sitting there yawning the whole class. And yeah, well, I actually had this. Today was the first day I had these thoughts where I just wanted to do something different. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to work on the comic, but is there something different I can do? Like, is there some way I can weasel out of the actual work, and do something easy? But then I saw a little clip of what I'd done yesterday, and I am so enamored with the face of the old man, the Taskmaster, in this rough version. These are my rough inks. After I've done my rough pencils, I am gradually building up to the finished page and trying out different things with lights and shadows and a little bit of color. But most importantly, I'm building up for this round towards dialogue. So it's a lot more about the placing of the balloons in the little text boxes and then actually putting text on it, So I know exactly how much space they're going to take up before I start working on the more finished artwork. So this is not finished, but I have to say I'm really, really fond of how it's shaping up. That being said, though, I did have the thought today, because this is a page where the pencils were, pretty decent. So I did think, like, well, maybe I'm spending too much time on having a bit of fun with the art, and maybe you should just focus more on just placing the balloons and just leave it at that. But then I had a page through at work through my rough pencils and realized, like, well, maybe this page looks all right, but some of the other pages are really, really rough, and they can definitely use a little bit more attention on what the actual art is going to look like, So it's been really fun applying this Gazbot approach of working in stages and going through the entire book round after round, and allowing for the happy accidents to happen. I just wanted to welcome on board a whole slew of new subscribers. I think about 13 new people have joined up and are keeping track of my little exploits here. It's very much appreciated. I'm not one to do tutorials or anything like that. I'm really just kind of, working on my comic book and doing the odd vlog here and there. So I hope you enjoy them. Feel free to ask questions in the comments below if you have any. But in the meantime, thanks for stopping by and having a look. So I still managed to get 45 minutes in. That's good. Just checking on the time. That is good, actually. But I think the lying down and the nice hot cup of tea definitely helped. In other news, I'm trying to keep this video short, but in other news, I did receive a very special package that I've managed to pick up today as well. And I started reading it. So I've got the Horror A4 issue 2 in my possession, and I'm gonna have a read because, like, it's pretty. The story's pretty meaty. I really like what Gaz has been getting up to, like, in the storytelling department. Like, I really feel like he's hitting on, like, this voice in storytelling where he's like, the kind of debate they're having in the comic book is something that I feel I can, like, I'm hearing it all around me in regards to topics in the news, but he's managed to take that and inject his own voice and take it into the sci-fi kaiju setting of the Horror A4, which is his little indie comic book project. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll be sure to put a link down below so you can have a look at his comic book, which is up on his Etsy store already, I think. But when I'm a little bit more upbeat and out and about, because I am just about to crash, I'm going to talk about it as soon as I've actually read the whole comic book and show it to you guys. So stay tuned for that one. In the meantime, signing off. See you tomorrow, day 18.